Okie dokie, so this is what our round number 30 is going to look like. Right, so you're going to have those chain twos kind of popping up like that, but those are actually going to go to the back. Okay, so our section is going to look like so. Right, so we're going to have those 5, 2 half double crochet together, and then we're going to have those chain 3s at the back with the single crochets. Okay, it's going to look like that and that and that and that. Right, so it's go all the way around. So it's going to look like so. So it's going to look a bit sort of messy at the moment. Now, for round number 31, the colour I'm going to be using is raspberry. And what we're going to do is, so I hope the light is good enough because I've actually got a lamp on at the moment because it's still quite dark outside, even though it's about 7 o'clock in the morning. So what we're going to do now is we're going to find that section between our 2 times chain 3s, okay, from our previous round. And we are going to work a single crochet with this beautiful raspberry color into the top of our first puff, like so. Right, then we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to yarn over, and into the top of our next puff we're going to work 4 double crochets together. So seem to be hitting a little snag there, not quite sure why, so just make sure that you're kind of getting a nice clean entrance there. Okay, so we're working 4 double crochets together, chain 1, like that, yarn over and repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now don't worry about those chains in between, we're going to pull them to the back at some point. Right, chain 1, and again, if you're hearing odd chewing sounds, it's Augusta eating her food. Her food is to the left of me, not on the same table. She has her own little sort of feeding thing. She's quite a noisy eater. Oh gosh, I tell you, it's like Noah's Ark in this house, Dr. Doolittle's house. Right, and then again into the top. So you're just working into the top of your puffs from round number 29, yarn over times 4, yarn over times 1. Okay, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 times 4 double crochets together with a chain 1 in between, and we have a chain 1 after our first single crochet. All right, so now I wasn't sure if I'd done my next chain 1, so we're going to chain 1. All right, and then into our last puff of this section, we're just going to work a single crochet, right, like so, and then chain 1 and pop over to your next puff. Work single crochet into the top, chain 1, and then you're back to working your 4 double crochets together. And you're just going to go like that all the way around. Okay, I'll just do this. I hope I'm in the camera there. Chain 1 to close, chain 1. So I'm just going to pull through so I can show you the section. So it's going to look like that. All right? So it's going to look like that. Okay. And you're going to work all the way around and you're going to come up this side. You're going to work your single crochet, chain 1, and then slip stitch into that puff, that first puff where we did the chain 1. Okay, you can just slip stitch into that, and the single crochet, you can just slip stitch into that and fasten off. Okay, and then that will be your round number 31 using the very happy color raspberry. Okay, so I shall see you at the end of this round, round number 31, and the beginning of round number 32. Okie dokie, so we've finished with our round number 31, and it's going to look like that. So nothing extraordinary. So you're just going to go all the way round like that. Okay, so we've kind of created that little section over there, so it's going to look like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to begin with our graphite in round number 32. Okay, and we're going to begin, so we're going to find the section round number 27 over here where we had those 3 trebles together, right? 1, 2, 3, got those 3 trebles. Now we're going to go into the center one, and we're going to chain 3. So our attaching stitch, 1, 2, 3. Right, and we're just going to pull that tail to the back. Okay, like so. Now what we're going to do is we are going to find our first puff where we did that single crochet. We're going to yarn over, and we're going to work a half double crochet front post over the puff. So we're going to cover that single crochet, right? Then we're going to yarn over, and we're immediately going to work a double crochet front post over our first 2 half double crochets together. Then we're going to yarn over, and into the next space we're going to work a half double crochet. Then we're going to work a half double crochet front post over our 4 double crochets together. Yarn over, we're going to work a half double crochet into that space, that chain 1 space. We're going to yarn over and work a double crochet front post over our 2 half double crochets together. So we're not really working over the stitch, we're kind of working through those, over those 2 strands. Yarn over and work another half double crochet. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Into the same space. So basically we'll have a half double crochet front post, half double crochet front post over the next 4 double crochets together, yarn over, half double crochet, oopsie, yarn over, double crochet front post. So it's a little bit finicky because we've got quite a few different stitches here. So we double crochet front post, and then again a half double crochet, yarn over, half double crochet front post over our 4 double crochets together, yarn over, half double crochet, yarn over, double crochet front post, double crochet, half double crochet, right, half double crochet front post, half double crochet, yarn over, double crochet front post. And then we're not going to do that next half double crochet into there, we're just going to yarn over, and over our puff from round number 29, so we're going to work kind of in front of that single crochet, we're going to work a half double crochet front post. Okay, then we're going to yarn over, and now this does seem like quite a stretch, but we're going to go over to our 2 trebles from round number 27, and we're going to work 1 double crochet front post over them. So over both, so not over each, but over 2. Yarn over, and immediately we're going to work a half double crochet front post over our next puff from round number 29. Right. Yarn over, and we're immediately going to work a double crochet front post over our next 2 half double crochets together. Then we're going to work our first half double crochet, and then again our half double crochet front post. Well, we would, if I can do it. Then we're working a half double crochet into the next space, and you're back to that particular sequence. Double crochet front post, right, half double crochet to the same space as the previous one, half double crochet front post, half double crochet, double crochet front post, half double crochet, half double crochet front post, half double crochet, double crochet front post, half double crochet. I'll stop in a moment and show you, and half double crochet front post. Right, so just make sure that we always have those half double crochets. Yarn over, double crochet front post. Right, so hope you can see what's going on there. Right, yarn over, and immediately a half double crochet front post over the puff, yarn over, double crochet over that center treble front post, and we are back to our half double crochet front post over the next puff. Okay, I'm just going to pull it out. So it's going to look like this. It's going to have folded in a little bit, right? But we'll be working on that subsequent rounds. So it's going to look like so. Right. Okay. All right, so it's kind of like one section if you look at it like that. Okay, so if you get a bit confused as to, what stitches go where, I would suggest you can slow down the video or you can just refer to the written pattern so that you can get the sequence right. Okay, so that is round number 32, and I shall see you at round number 33. So when you come up your finishing section over here, you're just going to slip stitch into the top of your chain 3 front post, which was that very first double crochet, equal to 1 double. So we are on to round number 33, and round number 33 we are continuing with our graphite. This is a very boring round, and everything's going to look everything's going to look worse before it looks better. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to find, so let's just find any of our double crochet front posts from the previous round. We're just going to attach our graphite with a single crochet front post, okay? And then as before, we're just going to move that tail to the back without grabbing all the strands like I'm doing. Okay, and then super simple around this, tedious, let me warn you. You're going to yarn over and basically work a half double crochet front post over every stitch from our previous round, except for those double crochet front posts that we do in these sections. So you're basically going to work over your half double crochet front posts, you're going to work over your half double crochets, and you're going to work over the double crochet front posts, and you're working half double crochet front posts, okay? So you should end up with 18. stitches, you should end up with 16 times 18 half double crochets. Okay, if your stitch count is correct. Right, so we're working over all of these stitches. So the half double crochets, as I said, the double crochet front posts, the half double crochet front posts. You're working over all of those stitches with a half double crochet. Right, like that. So very, oopsie, it's a kind of very tedious round where you have to get your stitch count right. Okay, half double crochet front post, half double crochet front post, half double crochet front post over that last, oopsie, double crochet front post, and then a half double crochet front post over that beginning or that ending one, you know, of that section, like that. Right, so it's going to look like that, and then you're going to single crochet front post over the double crochet. Right, and then you back to working, you just work steadily, right, don't lose your cool. Make sure you have 18 half double crochets in each of these sort of arches, right. So basically the pattern is work half double crochet front post over all the stitches except for the double crochet front post that you worked over the trebles from round number 27. Okay, so you just so this is what I mean by it's going to look worse, because basically you're hiding all of that, but in our subsequent rounds or next rounds we are going to be, that's going to be uplifted. Okay, so you're just going to carry on like that. This is definitely a Netflix round, and I shall see you at the end of round number 33 and the beginning of round number 34. Okay, so in fact it's 19 stitches. Sorry, I can't even read my own notes. When I put my glasses on I was like, oopsie daisy, that's a 9, not an 8. My handwriting is so terrible, I should be a doctor. Okay, so it's 19 stitches, 19 half double crochets that you should have in each of these arches, and then obviously your single crochet front posts in those little sections over there. All right, so you have 16 single crochet front posts, and you're going to have 16 times 19 half double crochet front posts. Okay, so I shall see you at round number 34. Okie dokie, so we are on to round number 34, and round number 34 we're using mustard. So now it's actually a very easy round, and the only difficult part about this round is kind of where we place some of the stitches. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to begin. So do you remember those little chain 3s that we sort of had sticking out there, you know, looking very lonely and unloved? All right, so we're going to pull those forward. So in fact, you know, they are behind. They're behind like that, you know. So we're going to take them, going to pull them forward like that. Okay, so we've got that nice little chain 3 loop. That's from round number 29. So now we're going to attach our new color there and chain 3. Then we are going to work yarn over, we're going to work yarn over times 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to work 4 double crochets together, right, like that. Right, now this is the tricky part. Okay, so we want to work 14 half double crochets into this arch here, but we're going to have to skip some stitches. All right, so now we are going to, so what you're going to do is you're going to do that. Right, now we're going to work into the space work into the chain 3 space, work in front of the chain 1 now, 2 half double, blah blah. Yeah, so we're going to skip just reading my own notes. We're going to skip 2 half double crochet front posts and a half double crochet. Yes, I thought so. So we're skipping 3 stitches, 1 2 3. So it's kind of important that you do this in the right place. So we're skipping 3 stitches, 1 2 3, okay, which is a half double crochet, half double well, this was the double crochet front post, okay, but we work those 3 half double crochets. So we skip those 3 stitches. Right now, this is where you start. So you're going to start in this space just before the next half double crochet front post, but you're working there. So you can see why I'm a little bit like pedantic about this. That is where you start your beginning stitch. And then after that, you're going to be working into the spaces between the next 14 stitches from that previous round. So it's not round 33, it's round 32, okay? And we're working between the stitches of that round, okay? Like so. And we're going to work 14 of those. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Okay, and your 14 stitch should kind of fall in the same place, you know, where you've got your double crochet front post, and then you've got that space, and then you've got your next your half double crochet front post, and you've got your next 3 half double crochet front posts, right? 1 2 3. All right, so you're going to have 14 half double crochets. Yarn over, and again you're going to dig out that chain 3, and you're going to work 1 2 3 4 double crochets together, and then you're just going to repeat everything that we did as far as the half double crochets are concerned. Yarn over. If you're unsure where you have to go, you can just do that and then do that and into that space. All right, so you're working 1, okay, and you're just going to carry on like that. So you should have 14 half double crochets, so you should have 16 times 14 half double crochets, and you should have 16 times 4 double crochets together, and that's basically this round. So it's super duper easy. And I'm not sure if I mentioned the color, mustard, so the color is mustard. Okay, and now don't worry that it's looking so weird and untidy, because we are actually going to be working over, well, never mind what we're going to be doing next, but you just carry on with that. So again, all you need to make sure is that you skip those first three half double crochet and the last 3, and you work into those spaces between, and you should have 14 half double crochets. Okay, so I'm going to love and leave you. That is round number 34, and I shall see you at round number 35. So we are on to round number 35, and round number 35 we're pretty much going to be doing something very similar. So we're going to start by working a chain 2 front post equal to 1 half double crochet front post over any of our 4 double crochets together from our previous round. Then we're going to work a half double crochet over our 14 half double crochet front post over our 14 half double crochets, just like that. Nice and easy. Another Netflix round. So if you deep into whatever, yeah, program I've been watching lately on Netflix, which I binge watched, was Lilyhammer. It was so funny. Oh my goodness. So yes. And of course I was crocheting. So, but of course you can only do, you know, like fairly simple rounds, so you don't have to think too hard. Right, so just going to do this little section with you just to show you how easy it is. Right, so you're just working half double crochet front posts over those 14 half double crochets from your previous round, like that, and 1 half double crochet front post over your next 4 double crochets together. And that's all you're going to do. So you're just going to carry on. So you'll have 16 times 14 half double crochet front posts, and then you'll have your 16 times single half double crochet front. So those, you know, half double crochet front posts. Okay, easy peasy. So away you go. And I shall see you at the end of round number 35 and the beginning of round number 36. Okie dokie, so we are on to round number 35 and we're going to be doing this. Okay, so in fact, I'm going to frog back. I was going to just sort of, you know, show you, but I'm going to actually show you. Super simple round again, right? So now what we have is our kind of chunky 2 previous rounds, okay, which has created that sort of border, but we're going to be working into those back, into the space between those, sorry, not into the space between those stitches from round number 34, but we're actually going to work over the top of them. So this is round 35, the front post stitches, and we're actually going to work into the top, going to work around those stitches like that. Sorry, getting confused. Work into the top. No, I'm going to work around the top of those half double crochets from round number 34. But we are going to start now. What you're going to do is you're going to find your 2 half double crochet together over there. All right, now you're just going to follow that line up. So you working from your trebles, where you had your treble front post going up all the way, then became a double front post stitch, and then a single crochet front post stitch. It's going to go up there to our previous round, the graphite round, which was round number 33. All right, and now we're just going to work a chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, which is equal to 1 double crochet. Right, so we're just going to move that little tail to the back. Now we're not going to close it. What we want to do now is work double crochet front post together, right? So we've got that double crochet, half double crochet front post, then we're going to work over the next one. So we should have 5 altogether. Then we're going to work over this one, which was that single crochet front post. Was it a single crochet front post? Let me just check. I don't know why. Yes, it was. Of course, it was a single crochet front post. Then we're going to work over the next 2 double crochet front posts. We should have 5 stitches on our hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yarn over, pull through. Right, like that, and that's how we're going to start. Right, now you're going to yarn over, and so you're working, so there is your 4 double crochets together from your round number 34, right, and we're going to use that as a marker. All right, so now you want to go in there and you want to work around the top of your half double crochets from round number 34, so that same round, and we're going to work 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're walking. Yes, we're working a half double crochet front post over 4 half double crochets from round number 34, so in front of our front post stitches. Then you're going to yarn over, and from round number 37 again, you're just going to grab that half double crochet, so you're going to follow that line up like that. Oh, Alfie's going to bark because the motorbike's coming past. And you're going to work a double crochet front post. And then we're going to work 1 half double crochet front post over the next 6 half double crochets from round number 34. So we've got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Without fail. It's actually been very quiet here this morning, and of course as soon as I start recording, then we have a hullabaloo. I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so a little bit of peace and quiet. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have our 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, so we have our 6 half double crochet front posts. Yarn over. So we've skipped that half double crochet in that line with our two half double crochets together, and the double crochet front post, and then the half double crochet front post. So we're skipping that, and then we're just going to work a double crochet front post over the next one, yarn over, and we're going to work half double crochet front post over the next 4 half double crochets from round number 34. Okay, and that'll bring us to the right of our 4 double crochets together. So we're using that as a marker, all right? And now, again, we're going to yarn over. So we're going to work, so we're going to find the next line. So you're going to find your number 5, 2, it is number 5 here, 1, 2, 3, yeah, and 5, 2 half double crochet together, the double crochet front post, the half double crochet front post, and we're just going to work. Again, we're going to work a 5 double crochet front post together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hate it when I have those little strands there. 4, and then 5. So we're on the other side again, like that. Okay, yarn over, pull through all 5 loops, yarn over, and we are back. As you can see, sorry, as you can see, all right, we're back to working half double crochet front posts. So there we go. All right, easy peasy. 2, 3, 4, and then the same story, yarn over, and we're going to work a double crochet front post, yarn over, work 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by my camera, so now we've done 6, all right, of those half double crochet front posts, and again we're just going to find, that half double crochet there, right? So spacing, you know, you can just use your eye to see where you're going. You know, I'm using stitches, I'm saying 6 stitches, 4, I'm saying 4 half double crochets, you know, then 6 half double crochets, then 4 half double crochets, you know, that's my spacing. So you just got to keep an eye on your spacing. And then of course, and now we're back to working our 5 double crochets together in that section over there. So I don't need to carry on further because I think you get it, right? Okay, so it's going to look like that. And this section is basically the end of our square, not the end, but the second end, or should I say the first end, and there's a second end. And the reason is because we have already reached, so we've reached 20, we've reached about 21, 22, so almost, so 8.5 inches. All right. And what we want to do is get to 25, because then we have 50 centimeter square. But this is not a square, see? So now the rest of the rounds are going to be building up our square, okay? So this will be the end of the round. Not that it's a round, it's a scalloped round, but this row, which is round number 36, is the end of, you know, this section over here. And then the next round, round number 37, is where we're going to start building our corners and squaring this off. And hopefully we'll end up with the same number of stitches as we did for the high T block. But if we don't, we'll sort it out so that there are the same number of stitches, and you can add the extension from high T, or you can, you know, stick with this project, and we will be moving on to, you know, extending the block, right? Okay, but enough of the idle chit chat. So I shall see you at the end of this round. So you should have 16 5 double crochets together, and you should have 32 double crochet front posts like that, and you should have 16 sections where you have done 14 half double crochets. Sorry, not half double, I can't count. Where you have done, yes, sorry, 14. Oh, goodness me, I'm thinking of 6 and 4, and I'm going 10. I'm thinking, how can it possibly be 10? 14, right? Because you have 4, 6, and another 4. So 14 half double crochet front posts there, and then you've got your double crochet front posts. Okay, and then you've got your little 5 double crochets front posts together. Okay, so I shall see you at the end of round number 36 and the beginning of round number 37. Right. See you then. Okie dokie, so we are on to round number 37. So I realized when I was editing the previous video that I called that round number 35. Of course it wasn't. It was round number 36. So now, I have gone ahead and practically finished my round number 37. I got carried away. I'd only meant to start, and I was listening to the radio, and the next thing I was almost finished. So now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working into round number 34, okay? And we're going to be working single crochets, and then we're going to be working trebles, all right? So now, imagine we are not here, but that we are starting from the beginning. So you're going to work a chain 4, which is equal to 1 treble, all right? Unless you know how to make a treble front post. And we're going to begin into the space before our 4 double crochets together. So that's going to be like the marker, all right? And you're just going to work into that space before. So basically after your last stitch from round number 34 in that section, okay? So we're going to work a treble, and then we're going to skip over that that 4 double crochet together marker. I'm just calling it a marker. All right, and we're going to work to the left. So we're working, so the pattern is basically 2 trebles or 1 treble either side of your 4 double crochet together. All right, and then very, very simple, we're just going to work a single crochet into the spaces between our stitches from round number 34. All right, and basically, you know, if you're wondering where you're supposed to be going, just look to the back there and where you see your strands, right, from your previous round, you're just going to work between those like that. And you should have 13 single crochets. All right, so you're going to be working 13 single crochets. So you're just going to work those single crochets like that between those stitches from round number 34. So you're working between the tops of those stitches. All right, so I've been yabbering, so I didn't count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right, yarn over, and again we are going to work to yarn over twice. We are going to work to the right and then to the left of the double crochet, 4 double crochets together, and then back to our single crochets, and that's it pretty much. You're just going to carry on all the way, so you should have 16 sections of 13 single crochets, and you should have 16 times 2 trebles. Okay, so super duper easy, and I'll show you kind of what I've been doing. So it's going to look like that, because now we're preparing our shape to square it off. Okay, so now it also might be a little bit like that, you know, where it's just slightly doing that, like a stingray. Is it a stingray that has those sort of floaty bits on the side? Okay, but it should be very, very, very mild, you know, and if you pull your work a little bit, everything should lie nice and flat. Okay, so I'm going to love and leave you. Round number 37, very, very easy. I call it another Netflix round. And when you get to your beginning chain 4, which is equal to 1 treble, or you've done a standing treble stitch there, then just slip stitch into the top of your beginning stitch and fasten off. Okay, and then I shall see you at round number 38. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be sorry, I don't know what's going on with my voice. Is we're going to be marking off our 4 corners, okay? And we're going to be using our stitch markers. Sorry, just busy putting stitch markers in the other ones, right? So the way to mark the corners off is just to divide your circle, your crochet pizza, into 4 big slices. Okay, so we're counting 4 of these arches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to place your marker between the 2 trebles, right? And then again, you know, on the other side, and then you're going to place your 2 markers in the corresponding spots so that you've marked off your circle equally. All right, and that's where we're going to be starting our corners. All right, so once you've done that, I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so we've marked off our 4 corners, and now we're going to begin. So I'm using the same colors I did before, which is the mustard. Okay, and I've already done sort of one section, so I'll show you what it looks like so you have an idea of where we're going with this. So it's going to look like that. Okay, so that's what we're going to do now. So I'm just going to swivel all the way around, find our next corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we're going to begin in the space between our 2 trebles. And we're going to work a chain 4 and then 3 trebles together. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over twice. And again. It's very cloudy today, but I hope oh, I'm in the wrong spot. I was just thinking, no, that's not right. Yes, just make sure you are going between your three trebles and not, oh, that's better. Maybe if I had a bit of light on the situation, throw a bit of light on the situation to get the real picture. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over twice, back into that space. 1, 2, and we're going to do 4 trebles together here. 1, 2, and again. 1, 2. Yarn over, chain 1 to close. And now we're going to attach our first stitch. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and into that 4th stitch, 1, 2, 3, that one over there, we're going to work a single crochet front post. Okay, so we're working over our single crochets from our previous round. Okay, and then we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to do that again. Just make sure you go into the right space, not like me. All right, 1, 2, and again, 1, 2, and again, 1, 2. Of course, you can use any color here. You don't have to stick to the colors that I've used. Chain 1 to close. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do that again. 1, 2, 1, 2. So we've got 3 trebles now. And again. Yarn over, pull through, chain 1 to close. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then one last time. Okay, if you can work over your tail, you can, obviously. So, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Yarn over, chain 1 to close, and we're going to count our 4th. 1, 2, 3, and over our number 4 single crochet, we're just going to work a single crochet front post. And now we're actually going to work a single crochet all the way to our next corner, or not quite to the next corner, between our previous single crochets. So in fact, we should have altogether 50 single crochets and 2 single crochet front posts. So now I'm going to meet you at the corner just before we start the other corner. Okay, so you're just going to go, just complete your single crochets. So you're going to do 50 single crochets, and then that's where I'll meet you. Okay, so I have done my 50 single crochets, and now what you're going to do is 1, 2, 3, So we're counting 1, I can't count, 1, 2, 3, okay, oops, I need to do another one I think, and then we're going to work a single crochet front post over, so you should have 3 single crochets left over, all right? And then we're back to our next corner. So I'm just going to remove my stitch marker, yarn over twice, and we're back to working our corner. All right. Just check back on the pattern for the stitch count. I might be 1 stitch over or 1 stitch short, but if you check the pattern, I should have the absolute correct stitch count, because sometimes I count and I count wrong, and even if I count again, I counted wrong, and then I count it again and I get a completely different number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So it's going to look like that, right? And again, 1, 2, 2, okay, and again, so we're doing 4 trebles together, and then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, so I'm just doing this last bit with you here, and then, you know, I'll let you get on with it, because I'm sure it's a really super duper easy round. 1, 2, 3, 4, round number 38. We are already on round number 38. And again, 1, 2, 1, 2. One, 2, and again, 1, 2, yarn over. Right, so we should have 4. Let's make sure we've got 4 in each section. There we go. And then we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch into our 4th single crochet with a single crochet. All right. Ah, yes, I see what I did there. So I actually added a single crochet there, but really I'm not. Skip that first single crochet. So you should have 52 stitches in this section, okay? If you don't have 52 and you have 53, just make it 52. So yes, so don't work a single crochet into that little space there. You see, that's what I did there. So I'm just going to frog that and redo it, but you should have 52 stitches in that section, all right, including those 2 single crochet front posts. All right, so you're just going to carry on like that, and then I shall see you at the end of round number 38 and the beginning of round number 39. Okay, so totally my bad. All right, so you do have to do that last single crochet into the space before your next half double crochet, your next single crochet front post. Okay, so you need to work into that space just before the next stitch. All right, so, and you have to do it here as well. So because now I have 51 stitches if I count all my stitches. So now I have to go back and frog, but basically what you'll do that single crochet front post, and then you will work into that very next space over there. It's a little bit finicky, so that's why. So you're going to work into that space before your next single crochet, and then obviously into all the spaces between your single crochets, and then you'll have 52 stitches exactly, okay? So I'm going to frog all of that, and I'm going to do all my stitches so I have the correct stitch count. So just make sure that you have 52 stitches, so 50 single crochets and 2 single crochet front posts. Alrighty. So I shall see you finally at the end of this round and the beginning of round number 39. We're not coming back to this round again. Okay, see you there.